Hello, I am the creator, the founder of Formula 1C. Um, it came about, Formula 1C came about because I suffer from alopecia. In 2009, I started noticing hair loss, very minimal hair loss at the very bottom of my nape. And um, I didn't really want to pay attention to it, I guess. I really didn't want to address it. So I didn't. I was like, I've always had a lot of hair. It's always been really thick. So I didn't pay attention to this small part of my hair that was gone. At that time, I remember I was going through a lot. I had just moved to another state. I'd lost my maternal grandmother, and it was really difficult for me to get on my feet transitioning to another state. So I know where the stress initiated, student loans, things like that. Time progressed. 2010, remember it started in 2009. 2010, 2011, 2011, 2012. 2012, I believe, is when I started shaving the nape of my hair periodically. Not the whole nape, just a little portion, because it had my hair had gone from only losing a small portion of hair to losing probably half of the nape of my hair. Extremely disappointed. This started to stress me out. Not having hair started to stress me out because I couldn't put my hair in a ponytail, and I couldn't do a lot of things that I used to do, a particular style that I used to do. I was really stressed out. So there were two things that was inducing the anxiety that didn't help with alopecia at all. And so 2013, 2014 comes around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's no longer half of the nape. It is the full nape from nearly the top of my ear all the way down to where my hair ends. And I was like, this is not real. It was. It's not like I have anyone in my family that has thin hair. My mother, still in her 60s, well into her 60s, full head of hair. My father just turned 60, is not balding. I don't have, if he shaves his hair, it'll grow right back. I don't have, in my generational line, people who have suffered from hair thinning or hair loss. I say that to say I went to a professional, I went to a physician, and I asked, what's going on with my hair? I really don't understand. And the physician told me, well, this tends to happen with your people in your ethnic group. I said, oh, okay. Well, I don't have anyone in my family who suffers from thin hair, so I'm not sure how true that is. And because of that, that was back in March of 2018, because that is what really pushed me to try to find some resolution to the hair loss. Because now I was being told that you don't have an option. This is inevitable because of your ethnicity. Oh, okay. So I did something that I should have done a long time ago. I started praying and I said, Lord, I want my hair back. Please. What am I going to do? Like, what do you want me to do? Guide me, direct me. I really need I need to grow my hair back. So after 9 years of not having 8 or 9 years of not seeing any growth, and I've tried Ayurvedic treatments. I've tried very popular movements like the Chebe movement, and I do think that Chebe may work for some people. However, it just did not work for me when it came to the hair loss. It grew the top of my hair just a little bit, but not as much as I didn't see the results that everyone else saw. So it could just be me. However, definitely for the nape of my hair, it did not do anything. So I started putting different oils together, and in 2018, and I noticed growth after years of not having any hair. I didn't mention that I cut off all the sides of my hair. In 2015, I was like, okay, I'm not going to completely start over with the big chop, but I'll cut my hair really short. And I went with a faux hawk, which is just hair in the middle here and no hair on the sides or at the nape. And I said, okay, this is an experiment. Let's see what happens. And I really, really enjoyed that particular style. I thought it was beautiful. I really like short hair, actually. At this particular point in time, the reason why I'm growing my hair is because someone said that I couldn't. So I have to negate what they say, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to cut my hair off. Moving on. So in 2015, I had a faux hawk. I transitioned to another country. And I really felt stress-free there. There were some things that happened, but I really enjoyed my time overseas, teaching students and learning about different cultures and getting to travel. I really enjoyed my time. So I thought that my hair would flourish because anxiety and stress induces hair loss. And alopecia, for those who don't know. So I was trying amla powder. I was trying different things overseas to no avail. I came back in 2017. I went to the doctor in 2018. And this is what he told me. From there, I started creating Formula 1C. Which is actually short for 1 Corinthians 11:15. Your hair is your glory. And so I saw growth after 14 days for myself. Everyone does have different results, I will say that. But I saw growth after 14 days. I was researching different methods on what people were doing to grow their hair. And one thing, aside from the oil, that I started to implement daily was scalp massages. The benefits of scalp massages are really endless, not only for your scalp, not only for conditioning your scalp, not only for hair growth, I mean for ease, I mean for relaxation. Scalp massages are highly suggested. And that is, I'm still testing different devices, but you will receive a scalp massage, some type of scalp massage device when you order your first bottle. So because it worked for me, I was talking to a friend and she said, you really need to offer it to the public because there are so many people in need. And I said, okay. So I started giving samples to different people. And I said, well, let's see if it'll work on someone else first. And so I gave samples, and the 2 children that I gave it to, they saw results in 10 days. A relative that I gave it to, her hair grew like crazy. She had it in the protective style. She would apply the oil in between her protective style, like in between her parts, and then she would just massage it like I suggested. And her hair grew, I mean, like, I'm telling, again, everyone will not have the same results. I kid you not. Her hair grew like 3 inches in 7 weeks. And I was like, this is unreal. It it was crazy. So I was really excited. I was like, okay, this can help people. Cool. I like helping people, and this it can work. So I was really excited, and I started to research different oils, both essential as well as supplements that combated hair loss. All of these different oils and supplements that I tested, not only on myself but others, before offering it to the public, always worked. Initially, I did have coconut oil and castor oil because they are a good combination for oils to work in hair growth, period. However, the number of people allergic to coconut oil seems to be really high. I think that in the future, I will offer the combination along with the other oils as an option. But right now, I've taken coconut oil out of the mixture, and right now it's a blend of 12 oils, including essential oils. It had everything is on the website, Formula 1C. I saw that it changed for me. I know that many times in children, men and women, hair loss can be like so devastating. It was devastating to me. Initially, like I said, I suffered from hair loss due to stress. However, as time progressed, I started pulling my hair, which is also another form of alopecia. Hair pulling, tricho or trichotillomania, and it would just, when I'm thinking, I would just pull my hair, and sometimes I still do. And so unfortunately, I've had to suffer within the past year is when I caught it. I didn't know that I was doing that. I know I wasn't doing that initially, but it's something that developed over time. And so initially, to keep myself from pulling my hair, sometimes I would sit on my hands. Sometimes I would just find something else to do with my hands other than have them in my hair. I highly suggest anyone that suffers from alopecia, please, or you're noticing that your hair is not growing, pay attention to yourself, pay attention to what you're putting in your body, pay attention to what the styles that you are doing. Traction alopecia is very, very common. Pay attention to what you're doing. Many people suffer from hair pulling, and maybe you don't want to admit it. I'm not sure what the reason is, but it is affecting you negatively. It's affecting your hair, and it's continually feeding the want, the need to pull your hair. I believe that Formula 1C is a solution. However, you will fight the solution that you pay for because you're not paying attention to what you're doing. This is just my story. I wanted to share that I am a real person who created this because I was suffering. And if I don't pay attention, if I don't pay close attention to myself, I will still pull my hair out. I've done it maybe 3 times now, and I've grown it back each time. Within the last year, this has happened. The last year and a half, this has happened to me, where I have pulled my hair back after it grew back. So for 8, maybe 9 years, my hair was not growing. I was intentionally trying to do so many different things, so many different treatments, so many different resolutions that other people were doing, and it wasn't working for me. those of you who are suffering, have suffered from alopecia, traction alopecia, hair pulling, different forms of alopecia, and you haven't seen results, I would highly suggest that you don't give up. It just so happens with me that chemicals, anything chemically induced, doesn't really work on me. I can't even take Tylenol if I have a headache. So things that have chemicals don't work with me. So that's the reason why I had to have something that was organic. And I put these oils together after testing and trying and trial and error. I put these together and it works for myself. It has worked for several people. Some people see results in as little as 10 days. And then some people see results in 21 days. However, I would say, whether it's my product or anyone else's product, don't give up. There is a resolution for you. It can be discouraging to try different products. Please do not think that you can try one product and it's going to start sprouting out hair after you've used it for one day. That's not going to happen. I would suggest that you try a product for at least 2 months before throwing the whole thing away. I would suggest that you try the product for 2 months. I really, really like feedback. So when you do try my product, please give me feedback. You can send me an email, support@formula1c.com, and let me know. Like I said, with a bottle purchase, you also receive a scalp massage device. In the next coming months, starting February, I'll be putting out new products so that you all can implement a monthly system. And I would suggest you being on the monthly system for 3 months to 6 months to give your hair a boost, to give your hair rejuvenation, so that you will no longer be dependent on any one particular product. You can choose to use it if you'd like. I think that there are plenty of products out there that work for a lot of different people. You just have to try some. And I mean, money comes and goes. So just however much it costs, just spend the money because I've seen things that are $150, but they really work for people. I've seen things that are $10 and they work for people too. So it just depends on you. I do want to stress, I do want to tell you the importance of relaxing. Putting down anxiety and staying positive. It is difficult for your body to combat what your mind is telling it to do. Drink more water. Drink more, if you can, clearer liquids, but definitely more water. The body is made up of more water than anything else. Fruits, vegetables, these are what you need. All of these things feed your hair. I also suggest doing daily scalp massages. It's one thing that also has really changed my hair health condition. But mostly I want you to be encouraged. Like I wanted you to know that I am a real person. I used it myself. This is not a product that I created just because and I had to be convinced to offer it to people other than myself, other than the people that I know in my small little circle, because there are other people who are suffering. And if I can help you, I would love to help you. Hair regimens are available on the site formula1c.com, as well as suggestions. When it works for you, please send in your testimonials. Don't forget to take before and after pictures. Take it prior to starting the journey. Start off on a fresh head. That means wash your hair prior to using it and follow the instructions. I hope, I pray that it worked for you as it did me. I will continue to put out videos from now on, and they may be informative, they may be encouraging, but I'll, begin to interact with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and hopefully in time to come, it'll be better quality and it'll be help. Hope you have a great day. Bye.